Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So I'm going to be doing the use and abuse makeup tag that has been going around lately, and Nicole Renee Cutler actually was the one who created this tag, but I will link her channel down below so you guys can check out her videos. I love her videos. She is so pretty and I love all of her content, and I think she's awesome. Definitely one of my favorite YouTubers at the moment. And yeah, I want to show you guys all of like the makeup and the tools, and these are just things that I have been using like crazy. Like they're not completely empty, but like they're almost empty. Basically, these are products that I have just used the heck out of. So if you guys are curious to see what is in my use and abuse makeup stash, and just keep on watching, I'm going to show you guys everything right now. Okay, where should I start? I have a bunch of stuff set out in front of me. I think I'll start with eyeshadow palettes. So I have two here, and the first one, oh my gosh, this thing is beat up. It is the Lorac Original Pro Palette. This was like probably one of my first high-end palettes besides the Naked palette, and look at this, you guys. It is a mess. Like, this has been used and abused. You can tell I'm completely out of this shade. Like, it is a completely empty pan. This one, like, pretty much gone. This one, mauve, was like my favorite crease color in the world. It's completely gone. There's nothing left in the pan. And then these guys down here, I use these to death. I actually should just buy a new one of these because I'm missing so many of my favorite shades in here, and that's why I don't really reach for it too much, because my favorite shades are basically gone. But you can tell I use this so much. I really even love the gold and the light bronze shades in here. I didn't really touch these shades over here too much, but this has been one of my staple eyeshadow palettes. Like, it reminds me of the beginning of like my makeup, I don't know, journey, I guess. And when I look at it, it just makes me like reminisce. So I really just love the shades in this palette. I like that they gave you mattes on top, shimmers on the bottom, so you can mix the two, because I love using both mattes and shimmers. And I seriously was obsessed with using light pink on my lid and mauve, however you want to say it, in my crease for like the longest time. That's all I wore. That's why they're completely gone. So I think I just have to bite the bullet and get a new one of these. If you guys are looking for like a staple everyday palette, then definitely check out the Lorac Pro palette. And I have the Carly Bybel BH Cosmetics OG palette. So this has been through a lot. Like, can you guys see even the front is all dirty, and when you open it up, this shade has been used a ton, the matte brow bone shade. I use it today actually. I love it that much. This shade is dug into, this shade is dug into. These highlighters, I've used them so much. I use them as eyeshadows. So here is how my Carly palette is looking. Definitely well loved. I use this thing so much. One of my favorite eyeshadow palettes, and I like that I could use the highlighters as eyeshadows too, so it made it really versatile, and I just love this thing. And now that I have the deluxe palette, I haven't really been reaching for this one too much, so I kind of put her back in the drawer and retired it for a little bit. I love how affordable it is. The quality of this is so good for the price. I've traveled with this palette. I've taken it so many places, and it's definitely been well loved by me. Okay, so my favorite setting spray, you guys will already know this. It is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I have two here. I have my big one, which I'm almost out of. Can you guys see? I'm at the very bottom of this. And I have the baby coconut version, the mini size, which I take with me when I travel. And this doesn't really smell like coconut, by the way. If you guys have this, it smells like, I don't know, baby powder or something. It just doesn't smell like the coconut I expected it to. But I still used it up. This is just perfect if you like want to throw it in your bag, or like during the day if you want to touch up and just like spritz your face. The mini size is great, but I love the original Fix Plus just as much, and these are like my favorite. I cannot live without this product. I go through bottles of this. It is just the perfect way to make your foundation powder, blush, everything look like one, and it makes everything look not so powdery, and I just love the effect that it gives and the way it makes everything melt into my skin. Oh my gosh, this is like, I tell everyone about this. Okay, then I have my other favorite setting spray, which I didn't even realize I was going through this so much, but I'm almost out of it. It is the Catrice Prime and Fine, did I say that right? Prime and Fine, I think there's a cat hair on my nose. Multi-talent fixing spray. So I use this before my makeup as like a primer, and then I use it after to like mist my face, lock everything in. And I will say I like the smell of this a lot, and I don't know if it's like the best as a primer, but it works just as well as the Fix Plus, I would say. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, this you can get on Ulta's website. It's like maybe $5, $6. Use this as a primer, you can use it as a refresher, or you can use it to set your makeup in place. I wish they would come out with like a giant bottle of this because I would buy it in a second. My favorite blush that has been with me through so many years of wear and tear, and they still sell this. I checked on the website. I wanted to make sure because I know NYX discontinues a lot of stuff. It is NYX Angel Blush, and you can see there is a nice little pan in the middle that you can see. This is like the most beautiful pink. It has a slight shimmer to it, so when you put it on your skin, oh my gosh, it is beautiful. It looks gorgeous too on brides. Perfect for like an event. I've worn this to so many different events, and I'm still going strong. I still got some left in there. I hope they didn't like change the formula on this. I've had this literally for like, oh my gosh, 5 years. I know, is that like not sanitary? I don't care because I love it and I just can't get rid of it. Like, it's still good to me. I have another blush here that is so amazing, and I'm so upset because I heard they changed the formula, and oh my gosh, it's like the worst. It's Milani Luminoso Blush. This is their Baked Powder Blush, and you can see it has like holes in it because I've used it so much. I don't know if you guys can tell, like look how flat it is. It comes like as a dome, but I have just really used the heck out of this thing. So I've been hearing from a lot of people that they changed the formula on this, which is so sad because this is like one of my absolute favorite blushes, not even from the drugstore, just like of all time. It gives you the most beautiful glow to your skin, and even Makeup by Mario mentioned it in his masterclass. He's like, you guys gotta get Luminoso, and I was like, oh my god, Luminoso. Like this double thingy here, like I wish it didn't have this in it because it's kind of annoying. But anyways, it's like a packaging thing. This blush is so good, and it gives the most beautiful luminous glow to your cheeks. Like you almost don't even need to wear highlighter. Like it's that glowy and beautiful. So I love this, and I'm sad like if it's not the same as it used to be. Treasure the one that you have. My most used and abused brow product would have to be the Anastasia Dip Brow in Soft Brown. I like the lighter shade because it's a little less harsh, and look at how much I have used. That's the thing with the dip brow, is it dries out so quick. Like it starts out really creamy, but then over time it gets really dry, and I do revive it a little bit. Like I'll put a little bit of like Fix Plus in there to bring it back to life, but there's nothing like a fresh dip brow. I remember when this was like all the rage on YouTube, everyone was freaking out making dip brow videos, and then every single drugstore brand came out with their own version of dip brow, and it was like you could get a dupe for this like so easily. I actually made a dupe video like years ago with this and a NYX one, but anyways, this is like definitely my most used brow product, and I'm just gonna have to get another one. I go back and forth between using this and then loving pencils again, and I just go back and forth. Sometimes I reach for this, sometimes I hate it, and then I go back to loving it again, but I definitely have used this a ton in my brows, and I still think it's a great product. Okay, so I have some favorite eye pencils, and the first one is my Rimmel Nude Pencil. This is the Scandal Eyes. I think it's called Scandal Eyes. It's so worn down that I can't see it anymore, but I have like 5 of these. I just keep buying them because I go through them so quickly, and I actually have to sharpen this because it's down to the tippy again. But this is my favorite nude eyeliner. I wear this pretty much like every other day, every day, because it's the perfect nude shade for in your inner rim. It's creamy, it lasts a long time, it's just so good. A dupe for that Tarte one, so don't spend your money on the Tarte one. As much as I love Tarte, just get this one. It's like $5, and I go through tons of these. I have another favorite inner rim pencil, and I've talked about this so many times, you guys are probably sick of it, but the NYX Faux White eyeliner pencils, I love them. They're amazing quality. This one is one of my more abused ones. This is the vanilla shade, and I'm always sharpening this because I go through it so much. This is more of like a light yellow color, but basically they're just like these different colored eye pencils to brighten up your eye. There's like a blue, a pink, a light green, a mint. I have all of them because I love them so much. But if you want your eyes to look really bright and awake and just like fresh, maybe you look really tired, this is like the best pick-me-up for your eyes. Just like instantly makes you look like you're awake, and I love it. Another favorite use and abuse product is my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. And you can see this guy. It's one of my newer ones. I have another one. I couldn't find it that's like smaller, but I go through so many of these, and this is like my all-in-one pencil, so you can use it on the inner rim, you could use it on your waterline, you can use it as an eyeshadow base. It is just like my universal multi-purpose pencil. Use and abuse tools. The first one is my mini rose gold Tweezerman tweezer. So I use this, of course, to tweeze my eyebrows because I have some crazy brows and they grow back really fast. So if I don't tweeze, I will look like a cave person. So this keeps my eyebrows in check, keeps them looking like nice, and I literally have to tweeze every day. Like I'm always in my unibrow, underneath, and I just do maintenance. I don't get my eyebrows threaded anymore. I do them myself. I love doing my eyebrows myself, and this keeps my eyebrows in shape. But look at this thing. It is kind of, I don't know if you can see because it's reflecting, but I use this also to put on my lashes. The glue gets like stuck in here and around, but I use this literally every single day, and it just holds up the test of time. Like these are such good quality tweezers and they don't go bad, and if they do, you can get them sharpened. But I love these things. I have so many pairs, of course, but this is just the ones that I've been reaching for the most lately because they fit in my hand, they're tiny, and they get the job done. They really just get in there, so I love these. Abusing is the Wet n Wild, I don't know if this is called like small concealer brush. I'll link it down below, but look at this thing. It is like, looks so bad. Like it's all scratched up. I don't know if the light will let you see, but it's like all dirty. This is my favorite brush for packing on concealer under the eye. So like the MAC Pro Longwear, any ones that don't have a doe foot wand, I use this so I can pack it on, and then I blend it out with my sponge. So I love this brush. I have two of them. I don't know if they have it in stores, but I got them on the Wet n Wild website, and it's just like the perfect size for underneath the eyes. So I have been loving this. Mine's a mess because I use it like every single day. And of course I have to mention the Beauty Blender. Okay, this thing is so gross. I have to throw this one away, but I just want you guys to see like how used and abused my Beauty Blender is. So the Beauty Blender has to be like my favorite tool to blend out my foundation. It just makes everything look flawless. I have to use it like every single time I do my makeup. I do love the dupes that I find of the Beauty Blender, and I use those too every day, but this is just like the OG, and I like had to mention it because it's the Beauty Blender and it's just a staple in my makeup routine. So this is like a must. If you don't have the Beauty Blender, like you just have to at least try it and get one so you can see how it blends out your foundation and your contour and all that. So I definitely put this through the ringer. Next I have my Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. It has come to the point where I can't even use the pump on this anymore. I just am basically scraping it out of the bottom. Like it's almost gone. You guys can see like there's barely anything left in here. They actually just released a bunch of new shades on the Milani website. I'm hoping I can get the lighter ones because this one was always a little bit too yellow on me. And I think most people's complaint about this. It was too yellow. So they just came out with I think 3 to 4 new shades of this, and I'm really excited to try those out. And I'm actually wearing this today. It is like my go-to full coverage foundation. It just makes my skin look really nice and flawless, and I take this with me all the time when I travel because it's one of those foundations that I can trust and I know is always going to look good on my skin. I definitely do have to set it, or else I will look a little bit oily. It's not too bad, but definitely gets oily throughout the day. But the coverage on this is just amazing. One of the best high coverage foundations at the drugstore, and I hope they bring the new shades to the stores so it's a little bit more accessible. Okay, so my Use and Abuse concealer would have to be the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Look at this guy. It is like halfway gone. It's just one of my staple concealers, and I think I got this before I had so many other concealers. So I don't use this as much as I used to, but I wanted to mention it just because I've definitely used this a ton. It's just really nice under the eyes. It blends out really nicely. It sits really nicely on my skin. This is the shade NW20. I feel like I want to get something a little bit lighter though, because I like to have a lighter and brighter under eye. And this one's just a little bit too close to my skin color. My most used lipstick is MAC's Cream Cup. This is the most beautiful pinky nude shade. I love it. It's like pretty much almost gone. It won't be long before I use up the rest of this, but MAC lipsticks are my favorite. Like 10 out of 10 times, like 9 out of 10 times when I reach for a lipstick, it's a MAC one. I just love the formula. I love the scent. They're my go-tos. I feel like it's so hard for me to find a lipstick that compares to the formula of MAC. A couple more lippy products. This is the Milani Keep It Sweet Sugar Lip Scrub. Look at this. Look at this. It's almost pretty much gone. I use this every single day, sometimes even twice a day. And of this is like everything I have ever wanted in a lip scrub. I wish every single product would smell like this, like eyeshadows, lipsticks. I want a scent, a fragrance that is scented like this. Milani could come out with a fragrance, oh my god, please, like that would make my life, because the scent of this is everything. Candy, vanilla, the best thing like I've ever smelled. Also going along with that is the Keep It Smooth Luxe Lip Treatment, which, look you guys, it is pretty much almost gone. I use this every day too. Not the thickest lip balm in the world. I have thicker ones, and it's not necessarily going to repair your lips, but I like this to layer underneath like a liquid lip. When I run out of these, I'm going to buy more because they are so good. Alright, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed my Use and Abuse makeup tag video. I can't remember last time I filmed a tag, so this was a ton of fun. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. Please give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys have any like requests for videos or reviews, tutorials, anything, please leave them in the comments below so I know what to film, because I'm going to be filming a ton more content. So really excited about that. And if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out when you guys do that. And if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, then the link will be the first one in my description box. I would love if you guys came back and we hung out again, and you won't miss out on any like future videos or tutorials. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you like this video. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next one. Way away.